This is one unique way to figure out exactly what to do with your life. And honestly, you're probably sleeping on it. Hey creators, Aimon here, and this is where I help you master your creative mindset. And today we are talking about dedicating your life to creating content. Pretty boring, right? No. Listen up. So, creating content will make you figure out exactly who you are and what to do with your life. And this is how. You see, there are a lot of people out there, and this is my journey as well in terms of like, I started creating content I didn't even know. I started making little videos of my dog like fighting with toys in my backyard when I was, I don't know, 10. So that was almost 20 years ago, okay? And created stories through that, created media through that, and started making videos of myself, cringe videos. I'm talking like videos of myself like singing to Linkin Park songs, my dude, okay? And all of this allowed me to understand who I was more. And this is content I didn't even release, right? I swear, I didn't release it. It's not on the internet. Don't go looking. And, I made slideshows and I made all kinds of different things. And this might not be your journey, and that's okay, right? But nonstop, I started making skit videos in high school with a friend, Crackermilk, shout out, check out his channel, he's crushing it. And started making all kinds of different videos. I didn't have a specific video that I wanted to make. And since then, I've gone through maybe 5 different niches by myself, right? In terms of like, oh, I'm going to make like social commentary videos in university. Damn, they were cringe. They're on YouTube still, somewhere, maybe. Don't go looking. And they were funny. They were starting to get views, right? They picked up, but then my identity shifted. And the amount of experience I gained through that one niche was amazing. And if I kept doing that, who knows where I'd be right now. But I decided that wasn't me in that moment. And that's not what I wanted to be known for. So I stopped doing that and I moved on to the next niche. And in reflection, looking at that period that I was uploading videos weekly or twice weekly for however long, where I had a little, like literally a work light from a hardware store in my room shining up. It was yellow as well, not even white. And it was so hot in there. And I would make all these episodes in one go. And yeah, looking back on them now, I'm like, oh my God, it's so cringe. But hey, it's cringe until it's not. And this is part of the message that I'm trying to get across, is that was one layer that I went through. And as I said, I've been through 5 different layers since then until you're at this iteration right now, which is creative philosophy. Welcome if you're new here, by the way. Hope you're enjoying the content where we talk about creativity, but we're also philosophical, if that wasn't obvious, right? And so my content journey has led me to who I am today in terms of like how I'm presenting right now. I'm obviously grounded in my values. I know who I am. And honestly, I would not have the career that I have right now. I have a creative career that is, relatively successful if I had not been making content. In fact, I got poached from my current position because of all the content that I was putting out. And that in itself is insane. And this is one of the benefits of it. So, if you're not sold yet, I totally understand. Because again, you might not have that journey. You might be 20, 30, 40, who knows, and you haven't started making content ever. But chances are you don't know yourself the way you need to know yourself. And also you have a lot of value to offer, whether it's to yourself or to other people. Right? And some of the things that creating content is going to do for you is it will make you figure out who you are. It will get you so amazing at speaking on camera. Right? I'm doing these videos right now. They're single takes. Occasionally I get interrupted by somebody walking around the corner or spilling my tea, but you don't see that because it's off camera. All right. And I'm not like this insane version of myself. I'm just presenting myself. This is just who I am, right? And this is something that you can do as well. But like when you learn to do this on camera for 10 minutes, that's a skill. And it takes discipline to get better at that skill. And we're going to talk about all the reasons why you might not want to create content and how you can overcome them in a future video. So stay subbed for that. But what this is going to do, it's going to make you way better at speaking. It's going to refine exactly what you want to talk about. And this is really special because just start, right? Making any content. Don't even release it if you're too nervous. That's all good. We're going to have a tea sip break. We've got peppermint again today. It's actually the same peppermint tea from the last episode, just a little bit colder. So, and refining what you want to speak about, as I said, this is where the magic happens because chances are you don't know what you want to talk about. You don't know exactly what value you have to offer. You don't know exactly who you are and what you would want to be making. you want to be making videos for yourself 5 years ago. That's key, because if I stumbled across this channel now, I'd be like, this guy knows what he's talking about, and his message is loud and clear, and I'm getting a lot of value from his message. You know, I'm not really trying to make these videos for anyone else but me 5 years ago, because I wish I stumbled across this channel. And that's a really good mindset to operate from, really good frame to operate from. If you're in Australia right now as well, and you're sick of these flies, oh my God, leave me a comment, because they kill my vibe, and somehow they're finding their way into my house, even though I'm sneaky with the door. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. But refining what you want to talk about is really good, because, you know, you start real broad, right? And you make some content, and you make more content, make more content, make more content, just trying all these different things. You're eventually going to figure out, I actually hate myself in all of those videos, okay? But you'll start to be like, I really enjoyed talking about that topic, actually. And you know what? I actually am quite knowledgeable about that particular topic. And actually, you know what? If I stumbled across this video, I'm burping because of the peppermint tea, 5 years ago, I would get a lot of value out of this video. And that's where the magic starts to happen. And you might go through phases like I did, in terms of, you know, you'll turn around and go, oh, that's really cringe. I never want to make that content again. You'll turn it all unlisted or private or delete it off YouTube. And that's all good. But what you're doing through this journey is you are developing as a person. And again, you're going to have all these limiting beliefs around, what if people see it, and what will people think of me? And again, we're going to overcome that in a future video. But refining what you want to talk about, the other benefit to this is that this is going to be a stepping stone to show you exactly how you can make income from making content. And this isn't the be all and end all, and this is what everyone's talking about online, make income, make content, and blah, blah. But, oh, it's starting to rain now. Let me know if you can hear that. But realistically, when you figure out what you want to talk about, and you are confident in talking about that thing, it's because, again, you're grounded in your values. You are so confident in yourself. And the reason you're there is because you've gotten all these reps in to get to this point. And, you know, the message I'm trying to get across is that I've found immense value in creating content. And I will continue to find immense value in creating content, even if this season I decide, you know what, this is cringe, this isn't what I want to be doing, and I private delete all these videos, okay? Because what I'm doing here is I'm building an audience, okay? And if you can find, again, your target audience is you 3 to 5 years ago, even 1 year ago, how different are you to you a year ago now? Probably a lot, right? And probably yourself a year ago could get a lot of value out of the content you're putting out now. Regardless of what that's on, you could be an expert in fixing computers or braiding hair. And your point of difference is going to be you compared to all the other people out there on the internet making that kind of content. But again, if you zoom out and you don't actually have a particular goal in mind, and you're just making content so that you can get the value out of making content. Another way that I frame this to people is that this is a video diary, right? You have actual diaries, and they're cool, and you can write out things. And every time I try and get into that habit, it doesn't last very long. So if you're a diary person and that works for you, all good. Maybe this isn't the video for you. But if you want to express yourself, explore more ideas, figure out who you are on a deeper level, understand how you want to be presenting information, and get better at the skill of just communication, even if I'm just talking to a metal box with electronics inside that I don't know how it works. Do you know how it works? I don't know. It's some magic, okay? We're living in the future, and that's crazy. There's just immense value in creating content, and you're going to figure out, who you are, and what you are really passionate about, what you're good at talking about. And that's going to lead you to the next thing, which is going to lead you to the next thing. It's just a huge stepping stone. And that is truly where the magic is. Because again, what happens if you wake up one day and all of a sudden you've got an audience, which again, attention is the only currency that really exists in the modern world right now. I'll say it again because it's so important. Attention is the only real currency that exists in the modern world right now. And if you can leverage attention however you can, it's going to be beneficial to you and your future financially in any way possible. And you might be totally against all of this, and there's probably really good arguments for being against all of this, okay? All I'm saying is I've found immense value in this on my self-development and personal development journey. And I think it's worth a shot for you if you are any level of lost, or any level of wanting to figure out more about yourself and where you want to go and how you want to be. Because even if it's just a digital diary, even if you never even watch your own digital diary. But if you don't have to release it, and that's the beauty of it as well. But again, if you make this digital diary and you keep making it, and then you figure out who you are, you're just going to funnel yourself through this amazing pathway. You're going to figure out what you're good at talking about, what you like talking about. Who knows? Build an audience, leverage attention, maybe make income from it. The possibilities are endless. And if you haven't noticed, we are living in the future right now. And this is the way everyone's doing it right now. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're a videographer, if you're a hairdresser, whatever. If you're a hairdresser and there's 10 other hairdressers in your area and you're the one making content on Instagram, who's going to get the bookings? And who's going to be able to have the highest rates? It's you, okay? And if that isn't obvious to you right now, I don't know what is. Especially for online services like counseling or anything like that. It's just crazy the amount that you can leverage this right now. But again, bring it back to the core elements of it. You're going to spend more time figuring out yourself and where you want to be going. And if there's not crazy value in that, I don't know where crazy value is. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode of Creative Philosophy, and I'll see you in the next one.